Well, hi folks. My name is Bill Cope, and I've been invited to come to this session, and I want to know what the session's about because you want to know what the session's about, and I'm going to ask our host in South Africa to tell us a little bit about why we're here and why we're talking about this. So over to you, Keith.
Thanks very much, Bill. Much appreciated, and we're super excited to have you on board. The skills forums are critical to what we do in global business services. As you know, it's a growth sector in our country, and the sector is growing fast every single year. But the supply side is also could be a constraint to that growth, and therefore skilling is absolutely critical. And the skills forums provide a great platform for our members, extended families of the skills supply chain to become engaged with what we do.
Great. And Coral, you were the first person who contacted me to invite me to be part of it. Tell us, give us your perspective on why we're here today and or why we're having the session and what we're going to do in the session.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Bill. So this session is all about discovering new ways of leveraging technology to untap new learning models. I think what was of particular interest to myself was when I first came across your courses in Coursera, and you offered a radically different approach to skilling and learning, and a reimagination of the structure between learners, peer groups, teachers, and how technology provides this environment that's totally open. And I think that's the point of interest for me today, is to create an awareness around how can we start to reimagine really traditional models of education and drive these innovative approaches through technology. Fantastic.
We love the fact that your baby is there in the background. That's one of the nice things about the whole online space in terms of fantastic. The flexibility that we have, but also, by the way, it's also called hyper-exploitation. You have two jobs and you're multitasking. So that's a good thing and a bad thing, perhaps. So anyhow, and Andy, we're a bit worried about you under that wave.
Well, look, just this video that you're putting together, I think, says a lot about the purpose of why we're here. You know, we're engaging with each other so differently these days, from home, at the workplace, across the world, virtually, and we have to learn how to do that. And in our sector, the global business services sector, we are in the midst of a journey to build our digital capabilities, become more competitive, grow our sector, and core to that is making sure that we can have a suitably skilled workforce to operate in that environment. But where we've been left behind is in methods of learning effectively. Our world of work has changed, what we do has changed, how we learn has changed, the demographics of our workforce have changed, but our teaching methods are still the old school. And what today is really about, I believe, is opening up our thinking to new ways of building knowledge, sharing, sharing lessons learned, and guiding people, skills practitioners, into how we're going to be more effective at building skills into the future.
Fantastic, and all very exciting. And you know, for me, one of the things about the e-learning environment is new relationships of learning. The technology is a kind of a secondary consideration. We've kind of been thrown into the technology around the world because of this pandemic. But nevertheless, you know, what's interesting is, can we set up new knowledge relationships, new learning relationships, which are truly transformative? How can we, you know, put this technology to work in ways which are really productive? So I'm looking forward to the session, and thank you everybody for being part of this short intro video.